Hi, this session we will discuss a problem in isometric view. So this is a question. You have to draw the isometric view of a pentagonal prism of 30 mm base side and 65 mm axis is resting on its base such that the axis of the prism is perpendicular to HP and one of the base edges perpendicular to VP. So this is what they have given. A pentagonal prism resting on its base such that one of the base edge the axis is perpendicular to HP. Consider this black plane as horizontal plane and this mesh-like plane as vertical plane. So the solid is resting like this. So in top you can see like this, such that one base edge is making 90 degree with VP. So you have to draw the top of the solid like this, and front view of the solid like this. Okay, this is front view and this is top view. Okay. So you have to draw the front view and top view like this, and I have name like this PQRST that represents one of the corners, one of the face, that is base. Okay, base points. PQRST represents base points. And for drawing the isometric projection or view, first of all you have to closely pack the solid in a rectangular box. Okay, so you need to draw this box. Okay, around this polygon you have to draw a box like this. First, for all the isometric drawings you have to do the same procedures. First you have to pack that top view in a closed polygon like this, and then you have to mark that box like this. This point is origin, the O represents origin, and this is A, B, C in capital letters, because PQRST is given small letters that represents the corners. So for representing box you need to O, A, B, C like that. Then you have to draw two axes, x-axis and y-axis. In orthographic projection you can see only two axes, right? In top you can see x-axis and y-axis like this. From top view you can see xy plane, z-axis as a point, isn't it? So like this you have to draw x-axis and y-axis, and in front view you can see z-axis and this one represents x-axis. Front view also you can see two axes, that is z-axis and x-axis you can see. In top view you can see x and y-axis. You have to do the same procedure for all the isometric drawings. Then in isometric drawing you can see the axes are 120 degree apart, but here I have drawn like this: x-axis in 30 degree, z-axis in 90 degree, y-axis in 30 degree from this side. Okay, because actually this is 120 degree apart. When you extend this x-axis like this, that represents negative side of the x-axis, and when you extend this green color line here, that represents negative y-axis, then all the axes will be making 120 degree with each other. We are dealing with only with the positive side of the axis, so it is convenient to draw isometric projection. That's why we have not drawn the negative sides of the axis. Then the edge OA is in x-axis, so you have to take this distance in divider, preferably divider. Okay, rather than using a compass, you just go for a divider with you need to take OA distance, that is in x-axis here. Okay, and OC distance, that is in y-axis, isn't it? That in y-axis. Okay, OC in y-axis. And the next thing is, say in almost a circle, in a parallel view only you can see it as a circle. In all the other angles you can see a circle as a ellipse. Like that, a rectangle is visualized as a rectangle only in straight view. Okay, if it is inclined or if you are viewing in any other direction, you can see it as a parallelogram. So for drawing the isometric view of this rectangle, what we have to do is we have to draw a parallelogram OABC. For that, we have find A, C, and O. To find B, what you have to do is you have to draw a line which is parallel to this line, should be parallel to this line. So you have to draw a line parallel to OA from C, like this. Okay, similarly, you have to draw another line So this line is parallel to this one. So you have to draw a line parallel to this line from this point, a line parallel to this line from this point. So this is parallel to this one, and opposite sides are parallel. That is what parallelogram. Okay, that is a way to find point B. Okay, we have one more method. Say with OAS center and CS radius, you can strike an arc. Okay, like that, with OCS radius, AS center, you can strike an arc. From that manner also you can find point B. Okay, since this is different, this distance and this distance is different, you will get a point which is not in a Z axis. It will be slightly away from the Z axis. If both these dimensions are correct, then you will get point B in Z axis itself. So we have drawn only one face of that rectangular box. We have to put this polygon, this solid. Okay. So drawing the other side of that box, what you have to do is you need to draw perpendiculars from all the points. That is from point B, point A, point O, and point C. And you have to take this distance as height, this one. So all the edges will be equal to the height. Okay. With that, you can draw the same rectangle on the top face also. So this is the box we are going to input this pentagonal prism. Then point P is in OC, isn't it? So you have to take OP in divider, that you have to mark in OC line. So you need to mark P on this line. Take this distance in compass. Okay, take this distance in compass, you can mark point P. Similarly, take this distance in compass or divider, you can mark point Q. Similarly, point R is in OA. Take OR distance in compass, you can mark like that. And in S in AB, T in OC. Okay. Similarly, you can do the same procedure. If you want, then you can name O, A, B, C in top polygon also. In that same method, you have to find P, Q, R, S, T in the top box also. Then, by imagination, you have to find the hidden lines. For that, first you have to draw the top face completely visible. Okay. Then you can draw the longer edges. We have. Okay. In this will be the invisible edges. I will tell you the hierarchy. First, you draw the top face as visible, PQRST as solid lines. Then you have to join vertical edges. So PQ, that is an outer line. Okay, that is not crossing any other edges. So you can draw PQ as a straight line, QQ as a straight line, RR as a straight line. But when you draw SS, it will cross this edge. Okay, so you have to draw that one as a invisible line. Similarly, when you are drawing TT, it is crossing PQ, so you have to join that one as a dotted line. Like that you can